Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Root Beer here, looking at question 16 on our 2011 Grade 9 Pascal. The set S, which is 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 50, contains the first 50 positive integers. Okay, fine. After the multiples of 2 and the multiples of 3 are removed, how many integers remain in the set S? Okay. So there's a couple ways I could think to go about doing this. Now, 1 to 50 is not that much. We could actually write them all out. I don't think I can fit them all in down here, but I'd love to try while I'm rambling on. So actually writing them all out, it's a little time consuming, but it could be done. And then you just go one at a time and cancel out each number there. I'm already halfway done. But I mean, imagine if this were a more important, a further question down the way, maybe it's a C-part question, and we're not dealing with the first 50 that I can eventually write out. Maybe we're dealing with the first 500. How would we approach the question there? Okay, you can't just write them all out. You want to look for patterns. You want to look for, okay, how do I write out the numbers I'm getting rid of? How do I keep track of them? So we'll do it sort of you can get it with 50. How long has this been? Maybe a minute into the video. And then you can go through and cancel out all the even numbers. And that's what we're doing here, because that's what we do. The question says remove all the even numbers. And then you also want to remove the multiples of 3. 3's gone. Now notice 6 would be gone if we just remove the multiples of 3, but we did already get rid of it with the multiples of 2, and that's going to factor in and be important when I show the second way to do this question. Notice that things like 12 and 18 are sort of being removed for the second time. Okay, that's what we call sort of double counting. The same thing is being removed twice, which is something you want to keep track of if you're not just going to write everything out. Okay, and then we quickly count how many are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So our answer should be 17, but let me show you another way to do the question that doesn't involve just writing things out. Okay? How many numbers between 1 and 50 are multiples of 2? Well, basically every other number. So there's 25 numbers that are multiples of 2, and if you go back and check, yeah, I canceled out 25 numbers. 25 numbers have the red line through them. Okay, so that's how many multiples of 2. So we want to get rid of those. We also want to get rid of multiples of 3. Well, how many numbers are we throwing out there? Well, 50 over 3, it's not an even division, but it's going to end up being 16. Just a little more than 16. The next a multiple of 3 would be 51. So we only get 16 of them. 3 through 48. 16 multiples of 3. So you want to say, okay, 50, take away your multiples of 2, take away your multiples of 3. And that'll end up being 9. Now hold on, 9 is very different than 17. What have we missed? Well, it's not that we've missed something, it's just some of the numbers that we remove because they're even are also being removed because they're multiples of 3. So you've effectively removed 6 once here and then once here. So you removed 6 two times as much as it should be removed. So what we actually have to do is add back in the multiples of 6. This is what's sometimes known as the principle of inclusion and exclusion. You remove everything and then you add back in the intersection of these. So how many multiples of 6 are there? Well, 50 over 6, again, it's close, but you get 8 of them. So 8 multiples of 6, so we actually add them back in. So take the whole thing, get rid of the multiples of 2, get rid of the multiples of 3, add back in the things that you've subtracted too many times, the multiples of 6, and we'll get 9 plus 8, which is 17 again. So 2 different ways to get 17, the long write-it-out way to get 17, and then the more thought-out way. And this could actually help you figure out how many you would get if you started with the set from 1 to 500. And if you want to practice this, try it out for yourself. Right? If you want to, leave a comment down below. Tell me how many numbers you'd have left if you started with the set from 1 to 500 and removed the multiples of 2 and multiples of 3. How many numbers would be left there? Okay? So that's sort of your mini homework. I'll see you for the next question, which is going to be question number 17. Until then, take care and have a wonderful day.